So when people ask me, don't you have regrets? Here's what I wanted to say. How could I regret any of it? Right? Those heartbreaks made me. The burnout cracked me open in a way that, whoa, nothing else could have. The loneliness actually taught me that there is a difference between being alone and being lonely, and showed me I could be alone and be completely full whole person. The friendships, the laughter, the dancing, the conversation that went until 3 a.m. or even longer and changed the way I think, all of it. It was a full life, completely, messily beautiful, beautifully full. And I chose to leave it with gratitude and tons of love. Hello, everyone. It's a different setup for today because this episode required something more personal. And what is more personal than sitting in my lovely chair outside with a view on the garden, where I have my morning coffees and I also chill after the sessions with my absolutely amazing, brilliant clients. So this one is about love. It's about gratitude. It's personal, and I want to invite you to enjoy it, to sit down and listen. And I hope you're gonna feel that love with me, because last month I said goodbye to Amsterdam, and I'm not. I don't mean a city. I mean the 15 years of my life. The apartment I bought 11 years ago, well, the one that kind of become my shelter, my safe place, the walls that held me through everything, the place that was so completely, undeniably mine. And everyone kept asking the same questions when we had that goodbye party. Isn't it too emotional? Don't you have any regrets? Are you sure it's the right move? How do you feel? And why would you change that life? And I want to answer those questions today, like honestly, not from the coach processed, packaged place, but from the place I actually stood when I closed the door for the first time, for the last time, not the first time. And I want to share with you what those 15 years in one city actually looks like. It looks like those late nights coming home on the bike through streets that know you. It's concert, parties, dancing on the table. Yes, dancing on the table. Imagine that. It looks like friendships that went so deep, they become part of how I understood myself, and people who are somewhere in the background right now. And somehow that's okay too, because it looks like the best dates and the worst ones. Broken heart, that kind of heartbreak that actually teached me what I actually wanted from love. It looks like COVID lockdown, alone in an apartment, isolated in a way I hadn't expected, and the city outside going quiet while something inside me went very, very loud. It looks like burnout, the real kind. The kind that strips everything back until you don't recognize yourself in the mirror. And it looks like kind of slow, unglamorous, extraordinarily beautiful work of building myself back up. And all of that happened in those walls between those streets. All of that is Amsterdam for me. And yeah, this is my one of the cups that I got to be reminded about Amsterdam. So when people ask me, don't you have regrets? Here's what I wanted to say. How could I regret any of it? Right? Those heartbreaks made me. The burnout cracked me open in a way that, whoa, nothing else could have. The loneliness actually taught me that there is a difference between being alone and being lonely, and showed me I could be alone and be completely full whole person. The friendships, the laughter, the dancing, the conversation that went until 3 a.m. or even longer, and changed the way I think, all of it. It was a full life, completely, messily beautiful, beautifully full. And I chose to leave it with gratitude and tons of love. Not because I was closing my eyes to what was hard. Not at all. Not because I was packing it neatly, because I genuinely, completely felt grateful for every single piece of it. The brilliant parts, wonderful, and the devastating ones. I would say even in the equal measure. That gratitude did not make living easy. It just made possible for me. My husband and I talked about leaving Amsterdam for a while. And when we decided, like truly decided, there was a moment of absolute clarity for both of us. Not certainty about what comes next, because we still don't know where we are going. And that's the fun part. But clarity about why, that actually Simon Sinek is talking about, right? That was alignment. And when we are in alignment, when you're in alignment, when what you are doing and who you are and what you want are all pointing to the same direction, big decisions don't feel like gambles. They feel like the ones their honest choice. And leaving Amsterdam felt like the only honest choice. Not because Amsterdam wasn't enough at all, because I had outgrown that chapter. Not the city, but the chapter in that city. And I know the difference. And what maybe I didn't know, what I still don't know, is everything that comes actually next. And I've made my peace with that. Because one of the things 15 years taught me is that the most extraordinary things that happened in my life were things I could not have predicted at all, could not have planned for. The people I didn't know I would meet, the paths I didn't know I would take, the versions of myself I didn't know was even possible. If I had restricted myself to what I could see from where I was standing, I would never have become who I am. And I know that I truly believe in that. So I'm not trying to see it all right now, right? I'm open, right? The friendships I haven't made yet, the places I haven't been, the version of myself that this next chapter is going to build. And I feel love, truly love. That's the only way I can describe it. Love for everything that was, love for everything that's coming, love for the person I've become through all of it. And a very quiet, very solid pride. Yes. And not the performed kind, right? The real kind, the kind that lives in your chest and it doesn't need any audience. If you are in a transition right now or standing at the edge of one, not quite ready to step, the only thing I would like to offer is you don't have to see what's next to close what it's now. You just have to be honest about whether the chapter is complete. Not whether it was good enough for you, not whether you're ready, whether it's complete. Allow yourself to feel the love for it. All of it. The beautiful parts, as I said, the ones that broke you. Don't manage it. Don't manage this. Don't package this. Just feel it. Because that's not a weakness. That's how you close a door with the whole self intact. So what I wanted to say to you is, you as my audience, you also have been part of that chapter. You've seen me growing from the episode 1 till episode 50 plus. And you helped me growing. And I'm grateful for that, for your time, for your focus, for your presence. So thank you so much for that. I am a your focus. Thank you for being part of the journey. And I want to invite you for the next one. I cannot promise that I know what it's ahead of me and us, but I bet and I know it's going to be fun. It's going to be full. It's going to be deep. So stay tuned and see you, hear you in the next episode.